In this session we're going to use SimStation tools to help us find the best location to put the robot to move along this path that we created. Remember, it can move along these 7 locations, and to verify that we have this check reachability panel. Okay, it has the paths, and we click on the path that says it's reachable, but we kind of knew that. But let's do an experiment where we take the robot. So let's go back and select the robot and move it in the XY plane and drag it, and let's drag it away from this path just to see if our check reachability panel can detect that. So we go to design aids, check reachability, we click on my path, and it says it's no longer reachable. Okay, so oftentimes this is a starting point. You created a path and it's not reachable. Okay, so this is where Autoplace comes in. It helps find path locations to put the robot. So let's click on my path. That's the one we want to use. Sometimes there's several paths, and there's 3 different resolutions. Let's choose the course, and let's just stop after the very first one it finds. Okay, the base height, do we want it to stay on the floor, or do we want it to be able to move up off the floor? Let's just say, let's just find the one best place it can move to. So this is not the best, but this is the first one it found. Okay, so we can see that it actually moved it up off the ground and behind kind of where we thought we were going to put the robot. So let's see if we can move, and we can actually move the robot along there, although it's probably not our first choice, but at least the robot can move along the path now. So let's go back and use it again, and let's look at all the places with a fine resolution, and let's select time optimal so we can figure out the best location. And so we'll just leave it as the find optimal, so it's off the floor. Okay, so we'll do Autoplace, and it calculates, and here we see these are all the locations the robot can be and actually still execute the path, and they're color coded with the amount of time it takes. So the fastest is from about 2 seconds and the slowest is about 7 seconds. So all the red ones are from 2.22 to 3.0, the orange are from 3.0 to 3.8, and so on. So you can see that in the general you'd want to put the robot in sort of the red areas, probably not the blue areas. So there's the best location right there that the robot has, best in terms of time optimal, the fastest it executes. And then if we just go down the list, it's stored in SimStation, so we can see sort of the rest of the different possible locations. Okay, it's interesting that it chose that one, because that's kind of counterintuitive to where we thought we had the robot. So what we can do is select placement. It brings up this panel, allows us to click on any one of these. So we'll click on this one. Let's bring up the joint pendant and move the robot to its home position, because it was kind of in the back. And then let's close this panel, and then if you say OK here, it allows you to change the orientation, but the orientation looks OK here. So let's test the path. We'll go to the first location and then move along the entire path, and there's an easy way to find a place to put the robot.